humans, welcome back to Royalty Soaps and to the 5th day of the cupcake countdown to my 23rd birthday. So I am actually a little behind schedule. This video is probably going to go up a little bit later. I changed the soap that I was going to do. I was going to do oatmeal milk and honey cupcakes today, but then I was like, you know what? No, I don't want to. So I rummaged through my fragrance oils and found one that I had been wanting to try for a really long time, and that is sweet mandarin and chili pepper. This is from a Lone Star Candle Supply. It smells really good. It's like a super citrusy fruit smell, but it also has a hint of sort of spicy, sort of Arabian notes to it. It's really crazy, but I love it. So obviously the first thing we're going to do is stick blend our lye water solution with our oils. So let's just mix that up real quick. Okay, so I'm going to set my stick blender off to the side. We're going to place my little white bucket here on the scale. And I'm measuring out 30 to 32 ounces of soap mixture. Ooh, that was a tiddly bit much. Pour some back in. Much better. Now the color that I'm putting in the bottom of these cupcakes is Candy Apple Red. I've never used this. It's from Nurture Soap. It's supposed to be an extremely vibrant red color. I'm going to put about that much in to start, and we'll see what it looks like. Whoa, well that's no joke. I'm just gonna scrape down the sides now, make sure all that color is super good and incorporated. It was actually really easy to blend in. I love the really red mica from Nurture Soap, but that is my one problem with it, is that it doesn't blend into your soap batter very easily. You do have to mix it quite a lot, and this dispersed perfectly. So now I'm adding in my 2 ounces of fragrance oil here, and I'm just mixing it in gently here with my spatula. Because I've never worked with this before, I don't know if it's going to accelerate trace or anything, but it looks pretty perfect to me. Doesn't seem to have affected the batter much at all. Looks pretty good, so I think we're gonna start pouring into our little cupcake liners now. Okay, so let's start pouring this in. Gosh, that is such a pretty color. I hope it stays that vibrant. I didn't want it to go like fire engine red. I really wanted the kind of candy looking color. I think that kind of blends with the citrus smell that I have in there pretty good. I'm really not sure what sort of frosting I want to put on this. I don't know what shape I want to do. I know the color. I think I'm going to do like an orange. And then I have a little gold soap ball to put on top, and then I'll probably put some little red jojoba beads as sprinkles, but I'm not sure what shape I want to do. Decisions. Now, as you can see, I have a little bit left in my bowl here, so what I like to do is fill up in the middle the soap cupcakes a little bit. I don't want them too full, but as they sit there, sometimes it's easier to pour a little bit on the top and it not start running over the sides because it's already thickening up. But another thing I like to do is to take a little silicone mold like this is probably used for chocolate, and fill up some of the cavities and then hand them out as samples whenever people make orders over $50. I find it's a friendly little way to say thank you for purchasing from me. Great, so I'm just gonna set this little sample platter thing, ooh, it's really runny, off to the side. Maybe I'll just have to move it like this. And since these suckers are so runny still, I'm going to wait a while to mix up the piping on top until these set up a little bit more. So I'm not mixing anything in with my stick blender yet, but I am going to mix in a few little additives. The first of which is some blueberry seeds. I think I originally brought these from Wholesale Supplies Plus, but when I went to find them, I couldn't find them anymore. So I don't know if they don't sell them or if that's not actually where I got them, but that's what I'm going to put in there. And then I'm going to put in some red jojoba beads. These are from Brambleberry. And I'm just going to mix this in gently. I kind of want it to look a little bit peppery. Sort of like, I don't know, like spices or something like that. Once I add in the color, obviously that will help a little bit. But I just wanted it, yeah, to kind of look like some seasonings. Added a little more in there. This is going to be super nice and exfoliating. But not so much much that it feels scratchy. There's nothing I like less than a scratchy bar of soap. So this to me feels like the perfect amount. These are like the perfect size. Okay, so my soaps over there have set up a little bit more. So now I'm gonna pour the rest of the fragrance oil in. And then I'm gonna take the Atomic Orange Crystal mica. I used this in the Dragon Fire and Brimstone soaps. Just gonna put a little bit in there. Mix it up first by hand, and then we'll mix it up some more with the stick blender. I'm sorry, you guys, that this video is so late. I have not been feeling very well today. I had planned on getting this done really early in the morning so that I could unmold a few for the end of the video, and you guys could see what they look like, and I could have this video up by like 2 p.m. But again, I was feeling sort of bad, and I was having some Braxton Hicks that were really uncomfortable. They weren't hurty, but they were just uncomfortable, so it made it kind of hard for me to complete projects that I was trying to do, so I had to take it a little easier today for me and the baby. Gonna add a little bit more orange in there. This orange is super strong stuff. Okay, I think it's about time to put the stick blender in and give it a whir with this. If you find you're having trouble in your soaps getting vibrant colors, then I have 2 tips for you. The first one is to use more colorant. Lots of new soap makers that I see just aren't using enough, and so they're never getting those bold, vivid colors that they want. And number 2 is make sure you're actually stick blending the color in, because as you could probably see right there, from me hand mixing, it got it good and incorporated, but it did not disperse it the same way that a stick blender will. So you're going to have a lot better luck with the stick blender. Okay, I'm gonna wait for this to set up, pick out a piping tip, and we're gonna come back and pipe the tops of these soaps. All right, you guys, so I decided to go with the Wilton 1M again. I just couldn't help myself. I love the way this looks on the soap. I just love it. I love how frilly it is. I like how much I can mound it up on top. Oh my gosh, I just love it so much. This fragrance is like getting better and better as it sits. I don't know how that's happening, but it seriously just smells so delicious after sitting there, and it's really unique. I don't think I've ever smelled anything really like it. It's kind of crazy. So I have a little question for you. One of the things that I am doing in our house is redoing our guest room and the guest bathroom area within like the next 2 or 3 weeks, and so I got inspired by the Handmade magazine, which I get from Wholesale Supplies Plus because I'm a silver member or whatever with their rewards program, and they did a whole issue on like catering to hospitality and making guest products. So I bought a whole bunch of stuff to make shampoo and body wash and lotion and like little mini sugar scrubs, and I'm going to put them in our guest bathroom because, well, let's see, I'm having a couple of girls over in August, and that's going to be super fun, so I knew that they would appreciate that. But also, my mom is going to stay with us whenever I have the baby, so I have quite a few guests that are coming over soon, and I thought that would be such a lovely thing to have in the bathroom, and so like fun, because the look that I'm going for in our guest bathroom and guest bedroom is like a spa, sort of luxury feeling, very clean, minimal sort of aesthetic. So I thought it would be really pretty to have those in there. All that to say, would you guys be interested in me uploading a video creating all of those items? I've even designed our own special label for them. If you are interested, please click the I in the upper right hand corner of this screen and cast your vote. I know a few people down in the comment section recently for these cupcake soap videos were like, what? There's no question of the day? What are you doing? So here's your question of the day. Would you like to see me create those products? So let me know, and if enough people are interested, I might go ahead and just make that video because those are really fun to do. Also, another question that I've been asked since making these soap cupcake videos is, will I do a packaging video of them? And I realized I haven't ever done, I don't think, a packaging video for soap cupcakes. Maybe a really long time ago, but obviously I have upgraded my style and stuff since then. And the most recent one I did was just for artisan soaps. Oh shoot, so the battery says it's low on my camera. Oh my gosh, okay, so I'm gonna try to pipe these as fast as humanly possible so that you guys get to see me putting the embeds on top. I'm gonna put a little dollop on top of each one, just like this. And then any extra piping that I have left over, I'm going to put on those little sample soaps that I poured earlier with the extra soap base. Okay, so now I'm going to take these little soap gum balls. They have been colored with King's Gold Mica. That's from Brambleberry. And then I shook it around in a plastic bag with some King's Gold Mica as well, so it's really super shimmery. So I'm going to put all these on, and in case you can't see it, hopefully you will be able to, but in case you can't see it, I will be also sprinkling some glitter and some more of the blueberry seeds on top, just for even more texture. Oh yes, I still have time. The camera hasn't gone out yet. So I'm gonna put the blueberry seeds on top. Again, this is kind of supposed to remind you of like spices, like a little bit of pepper or something like that on top, because again, the fragrance does have some spicy notes to it. If you're looking for a really unique smelling soap, this would definitely be the one that I recommend to you. Out of all the soaps I've made thus far, I think this fragrance is the most appealing and the most unique. These little guys have been sitting for about 2 hours now, and I'm not going to have enough time if I'm gonna make my deadline to film the unmolding of these cupcakes because they're still pretty soft. But I did unmold one for you so that you can see the difference. The red did not stay very bright and vivid. I think part of that had to do with the fact that the fragrance oil was kind of orangey, so I think it did end up discoloring the soap a little bit. And the orange also went a bit paler than usual, so not really sure exactly what happened there, but they still look really nice and again are still smelling super strong. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, maybe even leave me a comment down below, and I will see you tomorrow for the final day of soap cupcakes.